Welcome everybody. Some of you might be trying your very first fast. I'm doing one today too. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat to break my fast. Now you can have a salad, Sean talked about it, whatever you like. But I am doing a Mexican mushroom and chicken omelet with some edamame beans. Edamame beans are soya beans, and I've got a couple of tablespoons. They're already shelled. And they're just great to have in the freezer, and they're super good for your gut health. You'll be hearing more about those. I've got some avocado, that's good fat. I've got some miso paste. And about the hardest thing is actually mixing the miso paste into the eggs. But miso paste is especially good for our gut health, that microbiome, that rainforest in there that we've got residing inside us, right? Now, 2 litres of water before 2 o'clock every day. You can sip water after 2 o'clock. We tell you to do it before 2 o'clock so you're not going for a pee stop all night. And if you're not used to drinking 2 litres of water before 2 o'clock, it'll be a shock to the system and you'll be running to the toilet, but you're actually hydrating your body. It's like you wouldn't drive your car without putting oil in the engine, right? Because the engine will seize. Our body's the same. So water is your best friend. And if you're fasting, you probably want to get some electrolytes in. And that's why Sean talked about adding a little bit of Himalayan salt or Murray River salt. Personally, I add Murray River salt, but I don't actually add it to the water because I don't like the taste of salty water. So I just grab a little pinch and tastes so good. You never have iodized salt again after you taste this salt. Just chew it up. And you'll be amazed if you do this a couple of times a day, the difference it will make with that hydration and keeping electrolytes up, especially when you're fasting. 2 litres of water before 2 o'clock. The key is to fill your water bottle up the night before, so you come out to your kitchen and the water is ready to go, right? Warm water is okay as well, even hot water if you like hot water. Anyway, let's make an omelette. Everybody can make an omelette, right? I'm going to show you how I make my omelette. First of all, let's crack an egg properly and get the miso in there. A lot of people will crack an egg on the side of the bowl like that, but I like to crack it straight down on a flat surface. And look, see how I've got this even crack around the whole egg. And I'm using true pasture-raised eggs, so they're better than free range for you. And then I'll just put 1 egg in there to start. I'm actually doing a 3-egg omelette, and that is a teaspoon of miso paste. Now, the trick is to mix all that up, and it takes a little bit of effort to break all that miso up. I just find it easier to do it with 1 egg to start off with, and then I'll crack the other 2 eggs in there. No water, no milk, nothing. Just the miso paste and the 3 eggs. And you want to really mix it up well. Use a whisk. So there you go. It's all mixed up and that is ready to go. I've got my edamame beans, so that's a couple of tablespoons. They're green soya beans of those. I've got some Mexican seasoning, and I've got 2 little fillets, the tenderloin fillets from the chicken, because they were on special today. There we go. I've got some Parmesan cheese. Now, Parmesan cheese, 500 litres to make 1 wheel, so I'm going to grate some of that up. I've got a grater ready. I've got a mushroom, and I've got a spring onion. I'll get rid of the end piece of the spring onion, and then I'll just finely chop that up. There we go, in there like that. I've got 1 field mushroom, and see, I've just washed the top, but I don't let water get in here because it's like a sponge, it'll absorb it. And then I'm just going to thinly slice that. Well, not super thin, but thin enough. There we go. The mushroom is ready. And got an avocado. Nice ripe one. Take the little stem piece out, get rid of that. And then I will cut it in half. And I roll the avocado around the knife and then turn it. There we go. Now this piece I'm not going to use, so I'm actually going to put that into some water, and that will stop it going brown in the fridge. So I'll put that in the fridge and that'll work for a couple of days, no problem. A little bit on the right side, this one. Yum. And I'll just slice. It's not quite half an avocado, but it's close enough. There we go, that is ready to go. I will grate the Parmesan over, and I'm using this because there's only 3 ingredients: milk, rennet, and salt. Delicious. Let's cook. I am cooking in a stainless steel pan as opposed to a non-stick pan. I've got it on I have it on a medium to high heat, and I've got a teaspoon of water. Oh my God, why did I put in water? And see how it's just floating on top like that? One ball. That is telling me that it's the ideal temperature, because if the water won't stick, then whatever we put in it won't stick. So now we will get some extra virgin olive oil in here, and I'm being quite generous, and I'm turning the heat down a whisker, and then quickly I will lay in our fillets. There we go. And I'm probably going to give them about 20 seconds aside. And you can see how it's not sticking at all, right? And that Mexican seasoning is blackening up, which I want. That's just flavour. Right, now I want to start cooking the mushrooms. I'm going to get the mushrooms in there. And another healthy drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin is the first press, and they first get the olive oil out. And those chicken fillets are going to be just about done. Tossing these mushrooms around. I just want them to soften up a little bit on the omelette. There we go. I'm going to take those chickens out in about 5 seconds. And you can see how nothing's sticking in the stainless steel pan. And the key is to make sure that that water will float on top. Generally people cook things in a stainless steel pan that's too hot or too cold. And that's when you get problems with sticking. There we go, they can come out. And so can the mushrooms. Pan goes back on the heat. And we'll get some more extra virgin olive oil in there. You're going to get used to this, lots of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit more, right? Not using any butter. I've got a fork ready. And in goes all the egg mixture with the miso in there. And we let it just sit for a minute, and with the fork down, I'm just going to mix that around. And I want the omelette to be creamy in the middle. So see how it looks sort of not really well cooked at all. So in go all the beans, in goes the avocado, in goes chicken and mushroom. And this is going to be delicious. See how that omelette is not sticking at all. You can turn the heat off now, and I am going to shuffle the omelette to the other side so it starts to go up the side just a little bit And now I'm going to just flip it over. Whoops, I lost a piece of avocado. Come back here. And I love an omelette that really looks like it's overflowing. And let's get a little bit of the Parmesan cheese, which I could have put in the omelette, but just a little bit. And then I'll literally put the plate down, flip it over like that. That cheese will melt underneath there. So top there. And we're done. I think you'll be amazed at how little you actually eat, because this is a big omelette, 3 egg omelette, but look when you get in there, all that yumminess in there. Going to be delicious. Anyway, just an idea, hopefully a little inspiration.